More than trying to make it through another day. I like that one. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Derek. You know what time it is. It's my experience. It's my corner. And every time I play, I win. Whether I win by physically or win by an experience. Ladies and gentlemen, our topic is always generous about life, and it's quite simple. Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, I come up here and I share. Right now, we're in Ireland. I'm on vacation, but I felt the need to share. I was going to take the break off and take the week off, but I thought, no, this is something I need more than anything else, because when I share with you, I'm sharing into the atmosphere, and it's coming back to me, and it's quite heavy how God uses me and how some subjects just come up and some things are hidden in my belly. Anyway, the subject is our spiritual energy dictates our physical energy. Energy. What's energy? Listen, don't you know that we're all in control of our own experience here? This is your experience. Are you getting the best out of this experience? Here's a few secrets that I've learned. This right here and this right here are portals. Whatever I digest is what I get out of the deal. I'll repeat that. These are portals, my ears and my eyes. In fact, it says in the Bible, faith comes by hearing and seeing, not to believe what you see, because it can be manipulated. But anyway, these are portals, the ears and the eyes, and you get what you see and what you hear. So what does that mean? That means what you hear or what you see is a portal straight to your heart. Also says in the scripture to guard your heart. Make sure you guard your heart, because you can open yourself up to some things that you really don't want. That means you're in control of this experience. It's your experience. Just like it's my experience tonight, Derek Conyer experience. I'm just sharing what's in my heart. Right? Energy. Let's go back to it. Energy. You ever had somebody walk in the room and they suck up all the energy? Or you ever got in an argument with somebody and they sap all your energy? This is very... what if I told you you can control that? What if I told you that some of it you can't control? Because what you're hearing is, you can't unhear it. You can't unsee it. That's why these two portals are very sacred. And what we put in them is what we get out. So let's say if we want to feel soft, we play some soft music, we feel soft. We both can agree, or all of us out there can agree, that music changes the atmosphere. So does what you see. So I'm trying to keep my ears and eyes virgin. That doesn't mean I haven't seen just about everything. I've been through just about everything. So I can dictate and understand certain things I don't want to be around. You understand what I'm saying here? Certain energies I don't want to be around. So it's not about me. Basically, it's about me subjecting myself to energy that I don't want to have to get rid of later on. My spirit has to be fed. We are a physical manifestation. We're first of all spiritual, and then the body comes together. We're formed in spiritual. There's a certain voice that I'm speaking to you with that's coming from in my spirit. There's certain things that can go straight to your spirit. This is some things that you try to turn off. Let's say, for example, the fact that they doing us out in the streets like this and killing us. You think these cops is not... They can try to act like they don't hear it and feel it. They can try to act like they're not hearing and feeling different things, but they can't sleep at night. That goes straight to your soul, straight to your spirit. So what I'm saying to you, if you die in your spirit, here's the thing about that. You can die in your spirit and have no feelings at all. That's why you got some brothers out there who really don't give a, who don't care. I just say, like I was like swearing, they don't care because they shut all that off. It's hard to shut that off because you become dead after that. So your spiritual energy manifests in your physical energy. You can't get up and say, I feel physically good and I'm going to turn my spirit on. It works just the opposite. I've got to have my spirit fed first, digested, and then it comes into my body, arms, legs, feet. So whatever we take in is whatever we get out of this experience. For me, it used to be problematic because I used to walk into different places or different vibes with different people, and I'd end up being angry, and I didn't realize that I was taking their energy with me and taking their problems with me. So when I listen to, for example, when you help somebody else in a great conversation, you're giving something. We're supposed to give, but here's the thing: it's supposed to be an exchange going on. When you're full and able to give, you give, and even when you're low, you give and you receive. That's how it works. I promise you. So what I'm saying is my spiritual energy comes from above. I'm all about God. You know that. I will never be perfect. Never think I will be perfect. Never claimed I was. But one thing I do is that I actually make sure I check in every single day. Like I got to eat. I eat maybe 3 times. Listen, how many times you eat a day? 3 times? 4 times? 5 times? You nibble on a little bit of fruit when you're hungry? Or what makes you think that your spirit doesn't cry out for the same type of energy? So when we're sitting around and we eat an apple, we feel a little bit hungry, we need a snack. Or we're feeling, here's the thing about the spirit, when we're feeling empty. You ever get these feelings during the day? I know we all get them, but it's all about how we deal with them. Some deal with sex, some deal with reading a book, some people check out. But the spirit still is hungry. So then it manifests itself in very strange ways. So if you have to have an apple for a snack and you have to eat 3 meals a day or 6 meals a day, depending if you're dieting or whatever your case is, if you're fasting only 1 meal, whatever the case is, you're hungry. So your spirit becomes hungry. We have worked things backwards where we eat to handle our spirituality. Oh, I felt good when I ate that. Yeah, you felt good. But this is not how it's supposed to work. This is why some people can be overweight. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Where you're feeding your body and not your spirit. Your spirit is hungry, but you're taking snacks. So you become addicted to that thing because you become addictive to the short-term scenarios. What I'm saying is that your spirit is crying. Spirit is crying out. That's why we want to hear some music. We want to go on vacation. I go on vacation sometime, but you know what I normally do? Like I said before, I get up in the morning and I thank God for being here. And then when I need something, I play my music. I play my worship music. Not music talks about how great I am, but music that talks about how everything's possible through Him. It works for me. I don't know what for me, I asked my friend the other day, what are people doing? How are they surviving without God? I mean, what type of experience is this without God? Without knowing about energies in exchange and when your spirit is hungry, how you substitute it with everything else. We talked about a few weeks ago, how the spirit, how everything is being dictated by your faith and different things like that. We've even talked about how things can be manifested through what you hear and what you see. We've touched and elaborated on that a little bit, but I want to go a little deeper because I think it's important to understand that your experience here is being dictated and manipulated. If you watch too much TV, for example, that they're sending so many different frequencies and so many things at you to nullify your emotional shock. I mean, so much blood and killing on TV. Because my eyes are virgin and my ears are virgin, that bothers my spirit. Because I know it's going straight into there. And I know that if I'm sitting back watching a bunch of porno, and I used to be, I'm not going to say I'm perfect, I've done that. It ends up in my portals and I end up feeling bad. Not all that is good. It's a fringe benefit to have this energy to be wanting to touch somebody or wanting to do something sexual. That's beautiful. But the experience is not about that. Your life experience can't be based solely on that. It's not working like that. So how do you feed your energy? I go for walks at times. Every day I decide to go for walks. I start admiring all these beautiful things around us, like flowers, like the beach right now. We're sitting on Ireland. Trees, rocks. I try to acknowledge or as much as I can appreciate the green area around me. I go outside and get some fresh air. This feeds my soul. It's some simple stuff like this, but it clears the air out, clears your soul out, and then because I mean you can only take so much. You can only take so much energy in, and you can only take so much energy out. It's like a battery. It has to be refilled, has to be taken care of. Your spirit has to be taken care of. What are you doing for your spirit? Are you taking some time and being quiet during the day? Or are you carrying your job with you 24 hours a day? Are you trying to get ahead 24 hours a day? That saps your energy and your spirit, and quite actually saps everybody else around you. You can't be go 24 hours a day. Where are you going? Let's slow down and enjoy this experience, huh? My suggestion is let's slow down and enjoy some of the experience. That's why, when I'm over in Sweden, I really realize what the sun, how powerful the sun is, and how 10 months out of the year, they may not receive so much sun. So they take advantage of it. I wonder how much do we take advantage of that in America? I mean, everybody's got to survive. I understand that. But without some spiritual, something that you're feeding your soul with, whether it's reading, singing, playing guitar, these things matter. But I still want you to be very conscious of your intake and what's sapping you. Stop watching all these crazy movies. I love adventure too, but all this killing is too much. So for me, I pray. We talked about that last week, how powerful prayer was. For me, I pray and I empty everything that I got going on inside me straight to God. I make sure that I give him his proper due, and he makes sure I get my proper due. I ask him to order my steps, and he gives me situations, and he pumps me full of gas so I can sit here and talk to you. He gives me a restart. He renews my mind so I can start all over, so I can enjoy the new 24. Some of you is just an extension. It's not no new 24. It just goes on and on and on and on, and then quite frankly, you're becoming tired. Well, let's try to monitor our intake. Shut everything else down. I met a guy named Olivier in France. He told me he didn't watch TV anymore. And I stopped watching different things, and I stopped letting certain things affect me, and just stop being around certain areas and certain things. I started feeling different and feeling better. My energy started coming back. Then I realized it was the TV. That's your monster in your living room. Or the computer. We are looking for outlets when it's all inside us. It's an inside job. I said that before. All this is about an inside job. So if you're not tapping into what's inside and feeding what's inside, then this physical experience is not so fun, is it? In my book, I've understood that, and sometimes I forget that. So I'm saying from me to you, we've got to start feeding our spiritual. Spiritual energy dictates the physical experience, not the other way around. Your physical experience is hungry, so you try to feed that. That's how we get into addiction. That's how we get into addiction. It's easy because our physical experience is dictating everything. We become greedy. When you're doing spirit, it's a different thing. First, you have to be quiet and mellow and come to this humble place to feed your spirit. So what I'm saying is that you're going around trying to feed this physical experience, and this is how people get into greed. They go and buy a bunch of clothes. They go and spend money they don't have. They get in debt, and they do. I mean, the list goes on and on. I don't want to bum you out. I'm just saying, if you don't feed your spiritual part of you, then you can't expect to have a physical great experience here. That makes sense, huh? To me, it makes sense. Right now, we'll spend a few days here, just sit back and relax and be empty-minded. I'm going to turn my phone off, and just focus on just doing nothing. Sometimes that's necessary. I'm so busy trying to get ahead that I need to sit down and get back the energy that I need. So I'm going to charge my battery full on while I'm here in Ireland. And quite frankly, you can do that. I mean, we got distance, not even that many people here, and we're keeping distance and being safe. So I recommend we go outside for a walk. I recommend that we shut everything else down, especially our need to get ahead and focus on the inside job. God made us very simple. These portals are amazing. These portals are amazing. But it can change your experience from being good to great. It's all up to you. I just thought I'd share that information with you in case you didn't know that. So your spiritual energy dictates your physical energy. It's about your levels, baby. It's about your levels. I plan on enjoying my experience while I'm here. I'm hoping you got that same thing in your mind. And I ain't trying to be greedy. A lot of times our experience is intertwined and in exchange. That we can sit down and talk with somebody and we both receive energy. Not somebody sapping me. Because sometimes just speaking with people can do the world of difference. I mean, we've got a mouth and we got two ears. We're supposed to be listening to each other. I think that's important. So without any further ado, my name is Conyer. This is my experience. I just thought I'd share some with you. We hope to see you next Wednesday. We have a new subject, a new vibe. And if anybody hasn't told you today, I love you. I'm saying to you straight up, I love you. And I'm wishing you well. May God bless any endeavor or anything you touch. All right? He said he would. So get out there and touch something. Listen, I'm out. Peace.